What's going on? What's up, leaders and influencers? I want to share with you a couple things that I got from my amazing wife today. Some things that I discovered about her. And what's super cool is we've been together for 25 years. We've been married for 22 years. And what's super awesome is to make it a goal or intention to learn something new about your spouse every single day. Can you discover something? What can you discover about your spouse today? This is a little bit kind of pertaining to our emotional health and fitness journey that we've been on for a while now. And if you haven't seen any of the previous videos on either Facebook or YouTube, check them out, because there's a lot of great lessons learned, and I share the junk in my trunk, and so hopefully if some of those things can be applicable and helpful to you and encouraging to you along your emotional health and fitness journey, that would be my goal, is to add value to you in that way. That's why I'm sharing this stuff. So be sure to check out some of those previous videos I've done on Facebook and also upload them on YouTube as well. Okay, the two things that I learned and discovered about my awesome wife today. So I'm an external processor. She's an internal processor. That is not new for either one of us. What's new is how she feels when she has to externally process. So we did a little date today. We went out for dinner today, and we love talking to each other and asking each other questions and stuff. And one of the questions, I asked her this question. In fact, this is the question that I asked her, to even let you know that too. The question that I asked her is, and it was, she asked me the question, I asked her back to her, because we're going through a season of conflict, not with each other, but just there's a number of conflict situations that we're involved in, and we're learning so much. Learning so much, especially just one of the points that God uses conflict as a leadership development tool, which is a little side benefit there. That's free chicken. But so I asked her, I said, babe, what do you need? This is after she asked me this question, but I asked her back to her, what do you need to feel safe moving forward? What do you need to feel safe moving forward in this conflict situation that we're all going through? And she started to externally process. She started to answer the question. Well, and then I made a comment to her comment, and how she received it was, Noble, I felt like you just challenged me when I'm externally processing. And I'm like, oh snap. Well, that, I'm sorry, number one, that I made you feel that way. So anyway, so we handled that little conflict right there. But here's what came out of that. She said, here's what I want you to, she said, it takes so this is point number one. It takes a tremendous amount of bandwidth, and it takes me out of my comfort zone to have to externally process something that I have not previously thought about. Because she's a deliberative thinker. If you've ever read the book StrengthsFinder 2.0, one of her strengths is deliberative. And deliberative people are master planners, and they're internal. A lot of them are internal processors, and so they like to think about whatever it is they're doing or saying, whatever. So anyway, and I thought it was fascinating that she had an emotion attached to the way that she processes information and the way that she doesn't process information. So the fact that she said that it takes a lot of bandwidth, and it takes her out of her comfort zone to have to externally process about something that she has not already internally processed, was fascinating to me. It was a great lesson for me to learn and discover about my awesome wife. The second thing she said was, it's so much easier for me to think about something than to think about what I think about something. And I thought, what? Give me a little hashtag, what? If you're still tracking with me. So let me say that again. She said, it's easier for me to think about something than to think about how she thinks about something, right? Or how she feels about something. So thanks, Jalen. Appreciate that. So those are two things that I discovered about my wife. And that second one is actually a result or consequence of one of her, we call them CENs, childhood emotional neglects, one of the consequences of how she was raised. Her one of the challenges that she expresses about her inability to know what she likes and what she dislikes and stuff, which is really a lack of an understanding of herself. So that's from some of the previous videos and some of the future videos that we'll be doing as well. So anyway, those are a couple things that I discovered about my awesome wife today, and I want to think about those and really figure out, okay, how can I, now based on this new understanding of my awesome wife, what can I do with that information? How can I be more cognizant and aware, and maybe even help out maybe in those areas as well, and just really understand, okay, let me understand how she feels so I don't put her in situations where that would make her feel unsafe. So anyway, check out some of the previous videos, and also I'd love to hear your thoughts. Give me a takeaway. If you got one takeaway from this video, I'd love to hear your feedback in the thread. What is one takeaway that you got from maybe something that was shared? And if you feel like this was encouraging or helpful or inspirational or empowering to you, please feel free to share it or pass it on to somebody else that you think might help or encourage. So God bless you all, and have an awesome day. Our goal for me is to reach the world by helping change you to change your world, so together we can change the world. God bless you guys.